It may be Governor Gretchen Whitmer's second term, but today marks the 100th day of that term. That's significant because it's her first 100 days working with a Democratic majority in the legislature. It's not been a slow 100 days either, as Whitmer and Democrats hit all of their major goals in that time, which now has people looking ahead and wondering what's next. 9 and 10's Eric Lloyd looked into what we can expect in the next 100 days out of Lansing.
Today marks the 100th day of 2023. It's been 100 days since I began my second term and a new majority took charge in the Michigan legislature.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer hit the ground running with her legislative leaders. In January, they laid out 6 goals for the session. 100 days in, and they're all done, including even more beyond those 6.
I was a little surprised how effectively they were able to check some items off of their wish list.
The majority for Dems is very slim, so to achieve these goals, they either needed every Dem on board or bipartisan support. The Dems held together for these major goals, but now it may be expected that different parts of the party speak up.
I think the pressure coming from the legislature on a lot of policy that will move a lot even further left than what they've passed is coming for sure. I think that's why the governor wants to get this budget done now as soon as she can.
So that's the next major goal, passing her $80 billion proposed budget as the state is sitting on billions in surplus cash.
So that is going to help provide a little bit more of a glide path than you might normally expect with the budget, but you've still got to figure out how to put all those puzzle pieces together.
Adrian Hammond and John Selleck are strategists in Lansing. Each from a different side of the aisle, they form the aptly named Baldly Bipartisan Group, just for these kinds of conversations.
There's so many things in there for so many different districts. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. There's something in there for you. The governor's team will probably be pretty good about trying to negotiate those things. And we're likely to see more bipartisanship in this because there's more in it directly for some of these legislators who have to go back home and run for re-election next year.
It's inside the budget where we'll see more policy plans that were laid out in campaign season.
And the one thing that's out there that's big is for daycare. And I think we're going to see some spending done on that.
The legislature returns this week from a long spring break and breaks again for the summer in early July. The window is tight, but the budget will be the focus.
Right now, there aren't budgets on the floor of either chamber. So there's a lot of work yet to be done on that for Democrats to be able to pivot back to some of their other policy priorities.
For the next 100 and beyond, we will not let up. We will keep moving fast and getting things done.
In Lansing, Eric Lloyd, 9 and 10 News.